The views and opinions of the hosts and guests are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views of the management and staff of Guardian Radio.
It's for the way you look at me. O is for the only girl I see. B is very, very extraordinary. E is even more than anyone that you adore and love. It's all that I can give to you. Love is just a game one made for two. Two in love can make it. Take my heart and please don't break it. I love what's all that I can give to you.
Good yawning this morning and welcome back to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, your station for fresh news, smart talk all day. It's Friday the 13th of February 2026, and you're on the clock with Erin, Greene. Let me tell you why we started the show late today, because I was waiting for the producer to get to the line in the song that says, "Love is all that I could give to you." Just wanted you to know from the break, in this relationship, love is all that I can give to you. I think that's such an important thing to say, because there are so many of us that are struggling to participate in society with the Joneses, right? The Joneses celebrate love by giving you things, copious amounts of things. In fact, the offices today are going to be filled. The receptionist desks, the lobbies, right? The foyers will be filled, and baskets of things and things and things. An outward expression of love is an important validation, right? It validates for society that you have a union, that your union is sound. That's important, right? However, in these grave economic times, not everybody could afford to celebrate Valentine's Day with the Joneses. And sometimes it's important to accept that love is all I could give to you right now. Right? And in that love is preparation for the future. But if you could love me right now and accept that all I could give for you right now is love, we can make it. We're going to make it. That was inspired by a short video I saw last night. Two people in the car, sort of rowing, arguing. And the young lady wanted an outward expression, a validation of their relationship and his love and appreciation of her. And he was saying, listen, the way that I am loving you and appreciating you right now is hustling on this road so I could put every penny I make towards taking care of you and the child. It was like tense, a little fraught with tension. But it's important to understand that sometimes acts of service, I don't like that whole act, like, what's your love language? Because I suspect that whole construct was designed by someone for an ulterior motive, so that they could justify and say, well, my love language is physical touch. That's the only way that I could express my love is through physical touch, because often when people say that, they mean sexual intimacy. And they don't just mean intimacy, they mean sexual intercourse, right? But sometimes acts of service, acts of appreciation, it's all I could give to you. Anyway, it's a Friday. That means it's a sports Friday. We got a Super Bowl rundown. I'm waiting for Mr. Eric Sawyer III to call me back. We haven't spoken in a while, but you know, last season I think the Dolphins did just as well as the 49ers, which is like us beating them, right? So we couldn't talk, but the 49ers did pretty well this year. They didn't get to the big game, but we're going to be talking Super Bowl. We're going to have a rundown of some local sports stories, and if I'm lucky, I'm expecting a sports guest today. They may not make it in. They may not know how excited I am. It is a local female weightlifter, I think power lifter or body builder. And, you know, the day before Valentine's Day, I was hoping that she would show me how to pick up man. The proper way. Bend your knees, hold your back up straight, lift straight up, and toss or turn. You know the song say we go wheel and turn you? Anyway, that's what I was hoping for today, but we're going to get into some local sports news. I want to start off with a little housekeeping. Tomorrow, Saturday the 14th, there's going to be an art show at Pontiana Paper Press. That's at number 12 Parkgate Road. The show is called The Earth Breathes Every Season. It is the show that ends the Lucayan Archipelago Residency 2026, featuring a number of artists: Tracy Asing from Trinidad, Carol Sorindo from Dominica, our very own Natalie Willis Wiley, and our very own Lisa Cordella, also Candida Cash, Monique Gomez, also from Trinidad and Tobago, Sonia Farmer, and myself. I hope you guys can come and check it out. The show that was aired on Tuesday, the work that we discussed in that show, that experience will be on Sienna Paper Press tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. A little bit of my news is selfish this morning. I got to say congratulations to my grandnephew. I just can start calling him nephew. Sometimes I don't like feeling old. Most times I love it. Camden Greene from Jack Haywood Junior High. He placed second, I think, in the district national spelling bee competition, and he's moving on to the national spelling bee competition. I think that's where he is. 3 years straight, he's moved forward. The last 2 years, I think he ended the event in first place, and now he's once again moving on to the national spelling bee. I say congratulations, Camden, and also to my niece, my grandniece, Kalea Greene. She was the MVP. She was named the MVP in the 14 and under, for girls, 14 and under category at the 2026 Greg Christie Memorial Softball Tournament. We're going to start with that story. So I pulled a story from the Nassau Tribune. JBLN, 16 and under, claimed title at Christie Invitational Nassau Tribune. 76. And let me just start by saying this, right? This story and the story coming out of The Guardian was very Nassau-centric and just focused primarily on the JBLN, which is a New Providence, I think is a Nassau-centered league. Well, my grandniece, Kalea, she plays for Girls Like Diamonds, which is a Grand Bahama team. And they've been doing big things. And so I want to say to my Nassau people, look here, we get to cover Grand Bahama news like it is national news as well as New Providence news. So here are some of the results from the Greg Christie Memorial Softball Invitational in Freeport, Grand Bahama. The 16 and under results. Game 1, JBLN beat Girls Like Diamonds 13-7. Game 2, JBLN beat they lost to the Rising Stars JBLN 8, Rising Stars 9. Game 3, JBLN blew the Pink Panthers out the water, a 25-5 win. In the championship game, JBLN beat the Rising Stars 12-9. That's in the 16 and under girls category. In the 14 and under girls category in game 1, Girls Like Diamonds beat JBLN 7-0. In game 2, JBLN again blew out the Rising Stars 26-5. Game 3, they competed against the Rising Stars again, 15-5 this time, a closer match. And in the championship game, Girls Like Diamonds bested JBLN 16-15, a very close win, again with Kaylia coming out as the MVP for the 14 and under girls, again at the Greg Christie Memorial Softball Tournament 2026. For some more local sports news, two straight. Once again, the senior boys basketball title in the Bahamas Association of Independent Secondary Schools, that's BAISS, is headed to Bishop Eldon Drive off Bethel Avenue, home of the St. John's Giants. The Kingsway Academy Saints could claim the same glory for the senior girls title, also a consecutive win. So for the Kingsway Saints senior girls, the second year in a row. The Giant senior boys also won a second straight title. They beat the Charles W. Sanders Cougars 57-55 in their game in game 3 of their championship series. The Saints senior girls earned an even slimmer victory, holding off the Giants 28-27. The Queens College Comets won both junior titles as their junior boys completed a 2-game sweep of St. Anne's Blue Waves on Monday, and the junior girls did the same to the Cougars. That's the Charles W. Sanders Cougars. We're going to read from the Guardian again. Comets win junior titles in the BAISS. Sweep against the Cougars prevailed 33-31 in the second game of the championship series. The boys were equally impressive, winning 39-34 over the Blue Waves. The Comets for QC, Devontae Krall had 11 points in the victory. That's in the boys, junior boys. Charles Babbs scored a team-high 12 points for the Blue Waves in their loss. Tajanique Morley paced the team in scoring with a game-high 19 points. That's a QC Comets player. And Layla Lenord scored a team-high 11 points for the Cougars' loss. We say congratulations, young people. Now that the WNBA is picking up steam, there is an end goal in sight for these young ladies who may see professional basketball in their future. Another QC Comets story. QC Comets win inaugural national title. This is from Our News, 5th of January, 2026. The Queens College Comets are your Bahamas baseball. The Comets completed an undefeated run, capped by a dominant 13-3 victory over the St. Andrews Hurricanes after falling behind early. Queens College broke the game open with an 8-run fourth inning, sparked by a 2-run double from Luke Grimes and a 2-run inside the park home run from Ethan North. North was named tournament MVP, while Liam Eneas earned the win on the mound, striking out 7 without allowing a run. St. Augustine's College finished third after beating C.R. Walker in the bronze medal game. Congratulations to everyone. There are all kinds of interesting things just from this article, right? QC and St. Andrews in the baseball championship. Now, I left QC in 1992, and I didn't think that we would be dominating all of these sports the way that we have been doing over the last couple of decades. Yes, Zach, I see you. I can't not see you. Zach, I see you. I can't not see you. But The question for me is the success about resources, right? Because baseball is not an inexpensive sport. You need resources to play baseball. And is that the edge, right, that the schools have now over public schools is access to resources? Well, that's an easy fix. That's an easy fix. We could have an aces ball in a national lottery or even in the private lottery system where the tax derived from the playing and the winnings are spent specifically on arts, culture, education, science, and sports. The ACES ball, right? We could fix that problem easy. But here's to another baseball story. I think an exciting one. Where is this guy? Our guy, Jazz. I see the phone line. Producer, let's prep the phone line. Here we go. Our guy, Jazz Chisholm, where are you? I can tell you where he is. He's getting ready to play. He's getting ready to play for Team Great Britain in the global baseball stage, World Baseball Clinic. But we're going to go to the phone line. Good morning, caller.
Good.
Good morning.
All right. Good morning to you, listening, Miss Greene. So,
Mm-hmm.
Chisholm, he's still with New York Yankees.
I think as of right now, he's still with the Yankees, I think. But there are other Bahamian players making big moves around the States.
When I hear them talking about that game where they're going to play, I was wondering if I would hear them saying he'd get traded.
No, I'm not sure. I didn't see anything on it last night when I was searching, and I'm sure our local news would cover a trade.
I understand it. That would have been a big story. But you was talking a little bit of local sports, and I want to congratulate the St. John's.
The Giants on their win, eh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did. I just was reading through that story. That's up May 2 consecutive years.
Yeah, and we always talk with soccer and Queens College and all the rest, and we talk with St. John's too, but knowing that our Prime Minister is from St. John's, I feel good about that, and I was saying I can't feel better than how he should be feeling, and I did hear him be put down by Queens College to big up the young man them a couple of days ago, and it was on the news and everything, and I was wondering if he might have had the time maybe to go down
to St. John's as well.
They would appreciate that, they always brag, but most of the prime ministers come from soccer and stuff like that. But we get a prime minister, I believe he be in the St. John's.
Well,
is that correct?
I think so. Let's search it. Somebody please search.
Yeah.
I
know they'll feel so good to have him come down there and congratulate him. Then the principal and everybody will feel good about that.
I got the confirmation. He is St. John's alum.
You only doing the sports thing because you used to teach you something was in the newspaper. I want you to break it down.
I'll get to it towards the end of the show. I see it.
I'll call back.
Yeah, I didn't expect that big news. But before you go, you know what else is happening? I think this weekend there is a special experience. There's a Governor General program taking place this weekend for boys. It's like a boys and young men empowerment event taking place over this weekend. So maybe when the Prime Minister went to QC, he also went to encourage the boys and young men to participate in that program or to tell them about it.
Yes, and I think I want to encourage him not just St. John's or QC, all of the schools if it's possible, because it means a lot when, the Prime Minister could find some time or could take time off, although he mightn't could afford it and he's really busy to go. I think that means a lot to the teachers, means a lot to the principal, means a lot to the students and their parents, So, anyone who could go down there where they having this on the weekend, I think that we should go.
Man, listen.
Say call back.
Yeah, you could call back because, man, you say something so interesting.
In the papers, Cal?
No, I see the big story. Adriel's killer gets 40 years. That's what we're talking about?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, we can get to that.
Okay, ma'am.
I didn't know we were going to have that. I decided we were bringing Sports Friday back. But we're going to make space for the big, heavy headlines. We absolutely will. So let me get to that Jazz Chisholm story. World Baseball Clinic. This is from Our News, 5th of February. Jazz Chisholm Jr. is headed back to Team Great Britain, this time for the main event, the World Baseball Classic, and this time as an established Major League All-Star. It will be Chisholm's first appearance for Great Britain since he suited up as an 18-year-old at the World Baseball Classic qualifier in Brooklyn, New York. Now, with 9 Bahamians on their roster as players or members of the coaching staff, Great Britain made history at the most recent World Baseball Classic in pool play and automatically qualified for the main event in 2026. The Bahamian footprint has been integral in Great Britain's rise to international prominence at this year's WBC. Team Great Britain will open play in March against the United States, Mexico, Italy, and Brazil. Chisholm won't be the only Bahamian player or coach to join Team Great Bahamian for this year's World Baseball Classic. And the sports section at Our News says, stay tuned. We'll get the details as soon as they're announced. But we know that we had 9 Bahamians playing and coaching to get us this far on that team. It is great to see. See, now when we talk about colonial vestiges and this relationship with the crown and the king, sometimes small island developing states must build international and multinational relationships to give their citizens opportunities that they would not ordinarily enjoy without said relationship. For instance, how likely is it that the Bahamas would field a team to participate in the World Baseball Classic, even with our already noted rich history in baseball, right, and softball? Still, with a population of only 400,000 people, how likely is it that this small island developing state would be able to compete regularly and divert the resources necessary for regular and consistent competition in the World Baseball Classic? Text, I'm going to get to that text in a minute. We're going to get to that text in a minute. So let's get back to some local news. We're talking about some of the more popular sports: baseball, basketball. GSSSA finals get underway. I'm sure in today's Guardian, the sports section has great coverage of that. Please pick up your Guardian today. GSSSA decisive senior boys game to be held at Kendall Isaacs today. You find that headline, Royals double up on title glory. It's the front of the sports section, page 16 in today's Nassau Guardian. The D.W. Davis Royals asserted their dominance in Game 2 in both junior divisions to claim those titles in the 2026 Government Secondary Schools Sports Association Basketball Championships on Thursday at the Kendall G.I. Isaacs National Gymnasium. Okay, that's another headline. We look forward to more news from the GSSSA as they compete. All right. Some of the sports that we don't normally talk about, but the athletes are making big news. The Bahamas dressage competitors rise to the challenge. This is earlier in February, 4th of February, 2026. Spectators enjoyed a dramatic show at Maribyrnong this past weekend, watching riders compete in the Bahamas leg of the 2025-2026 Caribbean Equestrian Association Dressage Challenge. The competition was judged by internationally acclaimed FEE, that's the International Federation of Equestrian Sports, dressage judge Alexandre Lacerda Leao. I'm sure I may not have pronounced that properly. Please forgive me. Now, do y'all know what dressage is? Well, I can tell you. The Dressage Challenge is one of several competitions contested by the 11 member nations of CEA, Caribbean Equestrian Association. That includes Antigua and Barbuda, the Bahamas, Barbados, British Virgin Islands, Bermuda, Guadeloupe, Haiti, Jamaica, Martinique, Suriname, and Trinidad and Tobago. Dressage is one of 3 Olympic equestrian disciplines. It is described by the international governing body for equestrian sport as, quote, the ultimate expression of horse training and elegance. The competition consists of the performance of tests, which are a prescribed series of movements ridden within a standard arena. Each movement is evaluated and scored. The challenge is contested at 2 levels. Mini Dressage Challenge features tests at the introductory level, has tests at the more advanced level. Now, why I found this story interesting is because when y'all see the people in the competition, the horse looks like it's dancing. The horse looks like it's doing the crip walk. I think that's dressage. It's such a fascinating space. How you get the horse to dance? I can't even get a man to dance. How you get the horse? I mean, it is beautiful to watch, right? It is fun, and it must take so much skill and time building a relationship with your animal. Anyway, the phone line is red. Let's go to the phone line. Good morning, caller.
Greetings and salutations.
Good morning, sir.
Except to all sardines and cows and them seasons.
Yeah.
You all win, but that's fine. Y'all beat a wounded team. Y'all beat my team. I don't hear that you could beat me, because when I healthy, you can't beat me.
Mr. Sawyer, welcome back.
What's happening?
I miss you. And I
miss you too.
Football has not been the same without you.
It hasn't been the same this season, but hey, I don't like how they robbed my coach of the year, but that's all right.
I mean,
all right, so we can come for.
Listen, tell me about that last game that the 49ers played. Because y'all were there, man. I thought y'all was going to make it.
We played the Seahawks, but again, we were injured, severely injured. Losing George Kittle was a big blow.
Mm-hmm.
Our offensive line needs some work. Our secondary needs some work. Brandon Ayuk didn't play all year. CMC was the best thing that happened to us all year. He stayed healthy. Our most often injured running back, do-it-all running back, he indeed was the comeback player of the year because of him playing 4 games the year before. And it was a season where I really wasn't expecting us to do as well as we did, but kudos to our coaching staff, kudos to our training team that kept players in shape and had the next man mentality up. And we made a good season out of absolutely positively nothing.
Well, listen, I was also surprised. NFC West, Seahawks, 14-3, right? But the Rams and the 49ers, 12.
We run the NFL. We have the strongest division in the NFL.
Yeah, that was rough competition. So just coming out of that injured but still in contention is a big move, man.
Up to 2 weeks before the end of the NFL season, we were in contention for the number 1 seed.
So what's next year looking like for the 49ers?
The sky's the limit next year. The goal is to be at SoFi Stadium in February of 2027. That's where the Super Bowl is going to be held, Super Bowl 60. Mm-hmm. That's the goal, to get there. I'm hoping that we sign a fella by the name of David Njoku, because he just informed the Browns. He's a tight end. We have targets there, yes, but we're going to need ourselves another blocking, running, fast, big tight end to replace George Kittle, because he won't be back for the first 9 or 10 games of this season, because he tore his ACL last week of the season. So,
Okay, listen, my Dolphins.
Sardians.
Yeah, don't worry, I like them salty. That's why they're in the AFC East, right? I mean, they might as well be in the Southeast. They did better than I expected them to do. They did far better. What's going on with Tua? Is this his last season?
Tua turned the ball over. He needed to get going. It didn't work out. You want to play because you like your money, and I know you come from poverty, so you want all your money and funds up front. Just speak to teams opposing defensive line, let them sack you real good, make it look real good, and you walk off the field with an injury.
Yeah.
And you paid your money on the injury side. Thereafter, you can become a coach.
Okay.
Become a coach.
So
Nobody wants you.
this was the 10th rematch. This was in the history of the Super Bowl. This was the 10th rematch. Seahawks. I know the Patriots thought they was gonna beat the Seahawks. I know they
I
thought.
don't know why.
I
I
mean,
have no idea why.
well, tell
I
me.
have no idea why.
Listen.
But the Patriots have a great defense, but they have a very stagnant offense. It's predicated upon the defense making mistakes. Because, of course, I mean, the Patriots really didn't play anybody this year. They did what they were supposed to do. They had the easiest schedule in the league, and they beat the teams they were supposed to beat. Next year, when they play in the division champions, conference champions, and whatnot, second-place teams and whatnot, next year we'll see how good Mike Vrabel is as their head coach.
But listen,
Because all he did was beat the teams they were supposed to beat.
But they beat the Broncos. They beat the AFC
Broncos
Conference champions.
They beat the Broncos without their starting quarterback in. The starting quarterback broke his foot the game before.
The Broncos starting quarterback.
Yeah. So you played a backup who hadn't thrown a ball in 3 years.
No.
You didn't play anybody of any real substance this year. I mean, the best team they played all year was the Bills. Best team they played was the Bills. Because, of course, that's in their division. So they played them twice. That's the best team they played all year.
I got you.
Definitely not the Saudis. The Saudis is a walkover.
Man, listen, don't be. We finished with 7-10, not 3-14 like the Jets, not 5-12 like the Browns, or 3-14 like the Titans or the Raiders or the Cardinals.
What I feel good about every year is that every year the Saudis feel like it's their year, and they always say it. Oh, it's my year. Oh, yeah, I can get there. Oh, yeah, we can win. Oh, Super Bowl. You start off. Last year was the best. They started off properly. They started off losing. So they understood that this is going to be a losing year from the break. And I love it. And I love it.
What happened to the Chiefs, man? 6-11. They finished the season 6-11.
People now know how to beat the Chiefs. Just bring that pressure to Patrick Mahomes. And guess what? Apparently, he may be back to start the year because his ACL tear wasn't as bad, and they fixed it right away, and he's already up and doing reps, I understand. So he should be back in between the first and fourth week of the year. He should be back next season. People finally understood how to beat the Chiefs. Firstly, if you can beat them, make sure the game ain't close so the refs can't cheat. Let's get out of the way.
Look here, the refs still think that they are the star player in the game?
Every game. Every close game, they always want to be the one to make the decision. It sucks, man.
How is that going to change? Same thing happening in the NBA still.
Yeah. They really want you to look at them, and it's almost like this is like a parent and a child combination, And you find it in the workplace and all too, because the managers believe that they in charge of the people that are under them. The people that are under them make the managers look good.
Mm-hmm. See, it's a
players make the refs look good. Like, you just got to understand. People come to see the players, not you, the ref.
Yeah. Even with that play, I saw the clip where the ball, the ref couldn't get out of the path of the ball in time.
Right.
Saved the play because the ball hit his foot.
Right. So replay the play because you were in the middle of where the ball was supposed to go.
Yeah, I find the conversation fascinating, right? Because I'm watching a lot of retired NBA basketball players talk about and talk around this allegation that the NBA league is rigged, right? And that they got explicit instructions in some instances to make a game go a certain way. However, what could be perceived as a rigged league, right, could really just be like political interference from the refs, who feel like they more of the show than the show.
Exactly. I come to see the show. I ain't come to see black and white pinstripes.
Absolutely.
None of y'all.
So look at any big moves you see happening in the NFL from now until August?
We'll see. We got to wait for the draft. Because when the draft comes, that's when you have one or two little draft day deals that could go on.
All right. Because big things happening in the NBA.
Oh, yeah. Right now, everything is about the NBA right now. you know.
But before we,
The fact that LeBron won't be eligible now for any All NBA awards because he won't play a minimum of 65 games this year due to previous injuries to start the year.
that ain't why.
And that, yeah.
He
that's right.
trading time and he trading playing time for Bronny, man.
No, man. He started the year on the injured list, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, man. He didn't play the first 10 games or something like that.
I know that you are a LeBron fan, right?
Exactly.
But ever since I seen the clip in the locker room with him cutting his eye at Westbrook, I don't like LeBron. Westbrook is a solid player, man.
Yeah, he's also a bit of a ball hog.
I mean, be talking to LeBron, you know.
Yeah, but at least LeBron brings rings and championships.
I mean,
what has Russell Westbrook done for us lately instead of giving us a triple-double in a law?
Let LeBron lead, which
exactly.
Which also makes him a good player. It suggests to me LeBron is the ball hog, and the only person he's willing to give to is Bronny, and I don't like it.
What I do know is he made a bad decision in trading for Russell Westbrook. He should have traded for Buddy Hield.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a better choice. That would have been a better choice and option because, of course, you know.
For the team at that time.
I mean, more 3 than D, but he does play some defense. More than Russell Westbrook, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm. I don't like that the Warriors traded Buddy Hield.
I don't like it either.
Why they traded him? Like, first of all, maybe this is a bad example. Maybe this is a bad example, right? Because the Warriors be making the wildest decisions. I have no idea what Kerr is thinking, how he's composing the team, but Hield played better than Butler, man.
Yeah, because like he said, I think it was in the Guardian in January.
Mm-hmm.
There was a report the Guardian sports reporter gave him a call. Maybe Sheldon gave him a call and spoke on the phone. I can't remember who did the article.
Mm-hmm.
But he said he was very happy in his role with the Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Not having to be such a volume shooter, but coming in, pick his spots, take his time, you know, and shoot where necessary.
Yeah.
So while his production went down, he felt like his productivity for the team went up.
Mm-hmm.
And he was lauded and praised by Steve Kerr because of it.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why are they trading him. Like, see, Buddy Hield is a perfect example of how a Bahamian moves through the world, right? We don't have to be the star. We still committed to giving you star quality work, right?
Exactly.
We don't, in many instances, we don't want to be the star. We want to be the team player.
Exactly.
We find our role and we fill it. And as Jimmy Butler was stumbling his way into stability in the team, it's like he feel like he could pick on Buddy. He could get away with ribbing Buddy so he could juice up his own energy, right? And Buddy, being sensible and well-mannered and tempered person,
Exactly.
he just say, hey, if that's the role you want me to play, watch the jokes flow.
Yeah. Watch the camaraderie build.
And
Watch the teamwork.
What we saw at the end of that season was Buddy on the surface, to everybody who was watching, Buddy was the better performer. He was the better team player. He was the better sixth man. You know, he was everything, like Steve Kerr say, he did everything I asked him to do.
Everything.
So, our guy's going to Atlanta Hawks. Now, the blessing for us is it's easier for us to go see him play.
Indeed, he still has to play the Heat and the Magic, and you know, and Atlanta is still only one plane right away.
Mm-hmm.
Or if you land in Orlando, you could drive.
Yeah,
you know, but it's not that far.
And then there's such a large diaspora in Georgia, right? Did you it's like you got a little home base there waiting for you. They got Kong fritters, they got Kong salad, they got everything you could get up there.
Oh yeah, man! I was there for a conference in October.
Mm-hmm.
It was cold, but boy, yeah, man, you can get everything you need there, just like home.
Yeah.
You know.
See, I don't
you
like.
Even find one or two people who can't cook.
Yeah.
There. You know, 'cause not everybody that leaves the country for a better life could cook.
Yeah. But I like it. You can't give away all the secrets.
Right.
You can't give away all the secrets. Anyway, I don't like how they be talking about my guy, Buddy, right? Like, for instance, this season we saw Heel's role reduced with the Warriors, averaging about 8 points per game. He gonna average 8 points per game. You only give him 4 minutes to play?
Exactly. So that's why his production on the court
Yeah.
is so high, because when he goes out there, he's an energizer, but he come out there to get 3 or 4 rebounds, throw up 6, 7, maybe 8 points, dish out 2 assists, and play great help defense. He's not the best individual defender, but in a scheme, in a zone defense and whatnot, he can get there, and he's not afraid to share the ball. If he does get a steal and somebody breaking behind him, he's not afraid to give the ball up to like a Steph who running down to take a 3, or Draymond who driving to the lane, or even, oh man, God, I forget the name of the fella he was traded with, I should say. Jonathan Kuminga.
Yeah, Kuminga.
Even if he come in driving to the lane, he's not afraid to dish the assist. He doesn't have to be the one that does the scoring. If he gets the steal on the perimeter, he knows somebody coming running.
Listen, we go into the break. Now, Mr. Sawyer, when we get back from the break, we're going to close up the sports section because of this heavy headline in today's Guardian. I want to touch on it a bit. But you see, before we do that, when we get back from the break, we got to talk about Eric Gordon and what they're doing to our guy. Miller Weebo's runs world leading time. Devin Charlton had her peers down here hurdling. What a time. Chess championships and global esports games qualifiers. Anyway, after the break, Sawyer, stay tuned. Audience, stay tuned. Guardian Radio 96.9 FM.
For fast, reliable, and impactful printing services, look no further. Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life. We stand by our quality products that is second to none. Our affordable pricing and friendly, efficient staff makes Printmasters the ultimate choice for all your printing needs. We can deliver any type of printing services, from banners to booklets to business cards. You name it, we can print it.
Let Printmasters bring your masterpiece to life.
Located in the Nassau Guardian Building, telephone 302-2361.
The following is a paid political message.
Kalani. Whoa. Hey. Kalani. Oh, the future is brighter. Oh, vote for my diver. Hey, 'cause she is a fighter. Find it here. You're looking for truth. Find it here. Vote for MacGyver. Hey! She's here for you. See everybody in Kalani. Change is here. Hey! Hands in the air. Hey, see everybody in Kalani. Vote for MacGyver. Oh! She is a fighter. Oh!
That was a paid political message.
Love the show? Want to give your support? Become a sponsor today. Call 302-2300 for our rates and packages. That's 302-2300. Become a sponsor on Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Fresh news, smart talk, all day.
Put more money back in your pocket with the Fidelity Debt Consolidation Loan. Why pay more when you can pay less? Reduce your monthly debt payments down to one low, easy payment. Apply for a Fidelity Debt Consolidation Loan today. Call 356-7764.
Fidelity, we're good for you.
Good morning. Welcome back to On the Clock with Erin Greene. Joining me, Eric Sawyer III. Welcome back.
Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy.
Hey, listen, Miller Weebo is back.
Indeed, she is. But the baby weight is gone.
Yeah.
Guess what? Everybody had a chance to catch 1 or 2 little medals, catch 1 or 2 little
It
championships.
finished.
Your time is over. I back.
Yeah. And back blazing.
And back blazing. Yeah, man. I ain't coming back to be 4th place in the heat. I coming back to be 1st place in all.
Mm-hmm. So, She's running the 300 meters, blazing speed of 35.79 seconds. She opened her season with a facility record of 36.07 seconds. Just blazing. She's back. Charisma Taylor also competed in the women's 60 meters hurdles in Clemson over the weekend. She won that event in 8.06 seconds. Listen, I'm not encouraging teeth and fruit out of people's yard, right? But if I could do 60 meters hurdle in 8.06 seconds, none of y'all mango safe. Not one. Not one mango safe. We also want to say...
Mango season too, yeah.
Yeah, listen, the buds are on the trees, water the trees so they could produce enough sap to hold the buds in this wind. Devin Charlton finished second in that event in 7.96 seconds also at another meet. And Cartwright also competed. She finished 7th in 8.17 seconds. I think she was racing with Devin Charlton. What a time. What a time. We also want to say...
Iron sharpen iron, man. That sounds good.
Congratulations to Rima Collins. She got a second Conference USA Player of the Week honor. That was in the first week of February. We say congratulations to Rima Collins. Mr. Sawyer, I see you next Friday?
You shall.
There you go.
You shall.
NBA.
We need to properly dig into the NBA, man.
Yeah, man. It's time.
It's
Also,
time.
I doing some research. Somebody say they know there's a Seahawks player by the name of Williams. We need to know if they're Bahamian.
I don't know. I heard a little tip that it may be a player or two.
Of descent, Bahamian descent.
Of descent in the NFL that we know nothing about.
Now listen, I have a text for you.
Go on.
Tell Eric which team that fella from Indiana going to, and tell Eric why LeBron ducked from playing against Wemby and when played last night against a dead Mavericks team. Yeah.
No, it's not ducking playing against Wemby. Really well and truly, that was a coach's decision for him not to play because he didn't play any starters.
I got you.
Doncic didn't play, Rivers didn't play, LeBron didn't play. And I find that to be, especially when it's a road game, to be so sad because people take time and travel to come and see these particular players play. Maybe the only time you save your money, blah blah blah.
And then they ain't playing at all.
NBA games to sit 15 to 20 rows up, man, you could spend $200.
And not every rookie is playing like VJ.
Exactly. Not every rookie you know for sure giving you hard well playing minutes. Not every rookie playing.
Yeah. Listen, I need you to come. Okay. They say that's nonsense from JJ Redick. Just soft. That's the texter talking to you. But listen, we all out of time. Next week, texter, he could be here next week. He may not be in studio, although
what was the first question the texter asked?
Well, they said the team, the fella from Indiana, which team he going to?
Oh, I have no idea. I really hope he goes to a good team because he's not as good as what you see on college tape because in the pros, everybody good.
Yeah.
And this one, you could juke past people and you could just run your way to the national championship or the Heisman Trophy. And it all sounds good until you juke left, juke right. And right there in the front of you is Fred Warner, who's saying, okay, that's all you got? Boom, on the ground. Get down there.
I hear you. I want you to be in studio so you could look me in my face when I tell the people that VJ Edgecombe, when he dunk on you and posterize you, he looks at you like Sidney Poitier looked at the students in To Sir With Love when they're talking foolishness. Producer, I'm trying to send you something now.
Once he stays healthy, once he stays healthy and doesn't put himself in harm's way like a Derrick Rose, VJ Edgecombe, remember I tell you this, right here. Remember you heard it there first. VJ Edgecombe is the next Dwayne Wade of the NBA. Remember I tell you that.
Listen, that boy is just... You know who he is? He is Spider-Man. You guys stay tuned to Guardian Radio 96.9 FM. Your station for fresh news, smart talk all day.
Guardian Radio 96.9 FM, streaming on GuardianTalkRadio.com and the Guardian Radio app, Nassau, Bahamas.